Everyone, welcome back. So for today's video, I want to talk about finding your home. I heard this quote the other day in a video I was watching, and as you could see, it says feeling close to someone is the emotional equivalent of finding home. And this made me really reflect on how, in learning what love was to me and trying to be more loving and feel that way towards life, I realized that I had always this inner feeling of not knowing where I belong, not having a home. And aside from not feeling that with other people, I didn't feel that within myself either. So I think those are two good components to talk about in terms of love, because people could be in relationships and still feel single and feel unloved, whether they're actually being hurt physically, mentally, emotionally, being cheated on, or other things, or even if you're not and it just feels like you're missing this sense of home and this connection. It's not always on the partner, but it could be some factors to it. But at the same time, if you don't know who you are and you feel lost in your own identity, you have to find your home within yourself. Because I know I struggled with feeling comfortable in my own skin, and I still feel that way, but it's still a step up when you're actually self-aware of it, and kind of feel like you have more control, or at least a little bit more empowered to say, I'm not overwhelmed by this feeling, because at least now I can put words behind it and do something about it. So I would just say, like, it when I heard this quote, it made me really feel like, when someone can put things into words that you've been feeling and you didn't even know until you heard the words. Like, I've had that happen, especially in reflecting on myself in terms of not feeling enough or not feeling beautiful. When I would hear people say things like, example for beauty, um, I think they were saying something about you're not your own standard of beauty, which is why you don't feel good enough. That was an aha moment, because I never once challenged the fact that I wasn't beautiful. I just kind of never felt good enough, didn't feel attractive. And until I heard that in a video, it made me realize, like, wow, I had this feeling about myself, never thought to challenge it. But now that I'm aware of it, it makes it less powerful over me. Now I could say, okay, I feel attractive, and I'll do affirmations, feel better, whatever, and instantly I'll feel like a rush of confidence, or just acceptance or reassurance within myself, just by switching my focus on feeling more attractive, feeling love. So it's really about where you're directing your focus and having the self-awareness to make yourself feel at home within who you are. And I think the hard part about that is that if you don't know who you are, if you're not even aware that you have maybe negative things about yourself that you've accepted, you may not even realize that it's an issue. But you could just observe the places and things in your life that you've been going to or dealing with, and if it's not the way that you want it and you've had a pattern of this, you can kind of get the idea, okay, well, I haven't felt at home with this because I don't even know how to achieve the things that I want, or how to have the love that I truly desire without feeling shamed, or like just not good enough to have it, or embarrassed because you see that other people are struggling too. So it's almost like, how dare you have the happy love that everybody else seems to be missing? You rather be a part of the crowd than you know, pave the way for people to know that there's more options out there. But yeah, back to the quote, feeling the emotional equivalent, because even in that, when you think of home, you think of a place where you can kind of decompress. You could just take a weight off. You just feel at ease. Hopefully, if you have a good home environment, or even just the concept of feeling at home, or make yourself at home, the emotional equivalent of that means that you have your peace, you have your ease, you have your comfort. You can be yourself when nobody else is around. And to have that with a person, whether it's a relationship or if it's a friendship, words can't really express that. A lot of people have those relationships where they feel like they can confide in a person, they'll drop anything. And to have somebody do that for you definitely makes you feel showered with love, and to be able to reciprocate for others also feels good. But a lot of us have been coming up in this age where we're not even being true to ourselves. We're just showing something on social media, but when behind that 1 second post or clip that you're posting, you're not even being true to yourself, but you feel like you have to do this just to fit in or to get the attention and views or whatever it is, if you're into that kind of stuff. But this really made me think about what I was searching for, especially in reevaluating friendships and, trying to create more deep, meaningful connections. I definitely felt like I was missing that feeling at home or feeling like I could be myself. But ultimately, it started with me accepting myself and feeling at home within who I was. So it means I had to stop being critical and judgmental of myself first, learn what it meant to show myself love by creating more positive beliefs, by believing in myself and allowing myself to have the things that I desire in life. And a lot of it was mindset and emotional work to feel safe, to confide in others, to put that trust in myself, to say, despite what I've done or what's happened in the past, I can love fearlessly, confidently, right here, right now, and going forward. You don't have to keep projecting any type of failure into your future because of what you've gone through. Your capacity to love has nothing to do with that. Your willingness to receive is what's more important. So it's really about no longer being critical with yourself, creating that home feeling within you so that others will just naturally be drawn to it and it'll be effortless. So love definitely does feel a lot like home. It comforts you no matter what you're feeling, no matter what's going on. It's a resting place. It's just something that makes you feel at ease. And I don't want to be too repetitive because I feel like I got my main point across and you probably understand what I'm trying to say now. But I think that's where I'm going to end this video because I really like that quote and it made me feel at home as soon as I thought about it.